Working with cut, copy, and movement in Excel. One of the very first habits people develop in Excel is using cut, copy, and paste. Chances are you've already done this without thinking much about it. Right now, imagine a worksheet where you already have column headers set up. Those headers are waiting for data. The actual data, though, is sitting in the right table. The goal is simple: move that information into the correct table on the left. Understanding the idea of cut versus copy. Before touching any buttons, here's the key distinction you need to remember. Cutting moves data. Copying duplicates data. They may look similar, but the result is very different. Let's start with cut. Suppose you want to move the list of discount code into column A. You select all the relevant cells. You can do this however you like, but once they're selected, go to the Home ribbon and choose Cut. If you prefer shortcuts, Ctrl plus X does the same thing. The moment you do this, Excel draws a moving dashed outline around your selection. Those marching ants aren't just decorative. They're Excel's way of telling you the data is now stored on the clipboard. We'll dig more into what the clipboard is later, but for now, just recognize that Excel is holding on to that information for you. Next, click the first cell where the data should land. Then, paste it. You can click the top half of the Paste button on the Home ribbon or press Ctrl plus V. Either option works as long as you use the standard paste. There's an important detail here. When you open the lower half of the Paste button, Excel shows additional paste options. We're not touching those yet. For this step, always use the top half so you get a basic paste. As soon as you paste, the data jumped from column H into column A. It's no longer in its original location. That's cut doing its job. Repeating the process to reinforce the behavior. Now, do the same thing with the country. Select that list, perhaps by clicking on the first cell and pressing Ctrl plus Shift plus down to grab everything beneath it. Use Ctrl plus X to cut. Again, watch for the marching ants. Click the destination cell, press Ctrl plus V, and paste. Notice what keeps happening. Each time you cut and paste, the data leaves its old location and appears in the new one. Nothing is duplicated, everything is relocated. Copying data instead of moving it. Now let's switch gears slightly and copy the names from column Product to column C. This selection process is identical. Ctrl plus Shift plus down works nicely here. This time, instead of cut, use copy. You can click Copy on the Home ribbon or press Ctrl plus C. You'll still see the marching ants, which tells you the data is on the clipboard. Select the destination cell and press Ctrl plus V to paste. Here's the moment to pause and notice the difference. The product now exists in two places. They remain in column J and also appear in column C. Nothing was removed from the original location. So the rule is simple but critical. Cut moves your data. Copy leaves the original alone and creates a duplicate somewhere else. Using cut and copy across different applications. Cut and copy aren't limited to Excel. They work across most Office applications, which is incredibly convenient. For example, you might cut content from Google Doc and paste it directly into Excel, or you might copy something from PowerPoint. Imagine switching over to Google Doc for a moment. Maybe there's an image you want to bring into your worksheet. The process is exactly the same. Select the object in Google Doc, then press Ctrl plus C. When you jump back into Excel, click anywhere on your worksheet and press Ctrl plus V. Excel pastes the image right in. Once it's there, Excel treats it as a movable object. You can resize it, reposition it, and work with it visually using the same kinds of tools you're used to. This consistency is intentional. Because cut, copy, and paste behave the same way across applications, you can comfortably move text, data, and even drawings between programs without having to learn a new system each time.